George Daniels, often regarded as one of the greatest watchmakers of all time. A man whose innovations not only pushed the boundaries of mechanical watchmaking but whose passion for craftsmanship stands as an inspiration to all in the field of horology. In this video, we'll explore the life of George Daniels, his innovations, and why his legacy continues to tick on in the world of watches today. George Daniels was born in 1926, into a poor family in London. His early years were far from glamorous. He discovered his love for horology as a young boy when he repaired his first broken watch. What began as a curiosity soon grew into an obsession. Daniels wasn't interested in simply repairing watches. He wanted to understand how they worked, down to the finest detail. And the more he learned, the more he knew that he would one day make his own. Daniels had no formal training. He taught himself everything by reading books, repairing watches, and pushing himself to understand the mechanics and artistry behind each piece. It was this self-driven passion that set Daniels apart from his peers. And by the late 1960s, Daniels had already earned a reputation as a watch repairer with an extraordinary eye for detail. But he wasn't satisfied with just repairing watches. Daniels had a much bigger dream. In 1969, Daniels made history by building his first completely handmade watch. It wasn't just the external casing or the face. Daniels built every component by hand. This achievement alone would place him in the horological history books. But for Daniels, it wasn't enough to make beautiful watches. He wanted to advance watchmaking itself. Daniels was determined to solve one of the biggest problems in mechanical watchmaking: friction. In traditional watches, the escapement, which regulates the energy flow of the watch, would wear down over time due to friction between the parts. This reduced the accuracy and lifespan of the watch. After years of experimentation, in 1974, George Daniels unveiled the Co-Axial escapement. This was a groundbreaking invention that reduced friction between the moving parts, allowing the watch to run more accurately for longer periods of time without the need for lubrication. Daniels' company Axial escapement wasn't just a minor tweak, it was a revolutionary advancement. It solved one of the major hurdles that watchmakers had struggled with for centuries, and it was hailed as one of the greatest horological innovations of the 20th century. It didn't take long for Daniels' invention to catch the attention of major watch brands. In 1999, Omega adopted the Co-Axial escapement for its watches, bringing Daniels' work into the mainstream. Today, it's featured in many of their models and remains a key selling point for their mechanical watches. But Daniels wasn't just a technical innovator. He was an artist. Over the course of his life, Daniels made only 37 handmade watches, each one a masterpiece of craftsmanship and engineering. One of his most famous creations was the Space Traveler. Daniels once said it was a watch he imagined would be suitable for space travel, combining precision, durability, and beauty in a single timepiece. Today, Daniels' watches are highly sought after by collectors, often fetching millions at auction. But what makes these watches so special isn't just their rarity. It's the fact that every one of them was made entirely by hand, by one man, from start to finish. Daniels didn't believe in mass production. He believed in the art of watchmaking. As George Daniels once said, the watch should be a performance of craftsmanship, not just a product. His philosophy went against the grain of mass production. But it is this dedication to perfection that earned him a lasting place in horological history. Daniels' influence can still be felt in the watchmaking world today. Many modern independent watchmakers look to Daniels as the gold standard for craftsmanship and innovation. His company Axial escapement continues to be a defining feature in many luxury watches, and his philosophy of handmade excellence has inspired a new generation of artisans. George Daniels wasn't just a watchmaker. He was a visionary, an artist, and an innovator who transformed the craft of horology. His life's work, from the Co-Axial escapement to his handmade watches, continues to inspire and influence the world of watchmaking. Even though he only made 37 watches, George Daniels' legacy will continue to tick on, one second at a time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into George Daniels' life and his incredible contributions to horology, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos on the legends of watchmaking. Let me know in the comments, what do you think was Daniels' greatest achievement? And as always, see you in the next video.